This episode of Nintendo Pow Block is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to learn how to support Nintendo Pow Block and the Boss Rush Network, head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Network and see which tier is right for you. Thanks for your continued support. Hello everybody, welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, the Enlightened Excited Eddie V. Joining me is the one, the only Bossman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello, Ed. How are you?
I'm fine. Trying to bring the energy, bring the hype. For
at least one of us has energy. At almost 10:30 at night when we're starting this recording.
Your Red Bull hasn't kicked in yet.
It's not going to kick in. It's sheerly to keep my eyes open. It has nothing to do with energy. This is the, let's see, 6th day in a row I've had to record a podcast. So.
I thought you had yesterday off.
No,
Friday.
Book.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'm pretty tired. I'm trying to,
do your best.
Sure. No, not do my best. Trying to function as a human being in more ways than one. So,
Who bless you?
Sorry.
Well,
that was my soul leaving my body. I'm now soulless and sad.
Then we go a fatty fat burrito on your body and bring the soul back.
Nope. I'm not hungry. I'm actually not. I don't know. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Well, everybody, it's been a week, I should say. I texted, Corey said hi to me this Saturday, and I just told him, dude, work was just a mess. It was just so crazy. Had to have security call me to figure out why the alarm was going off, and I was just like, I'm at a whole new different store, and I've been there before, but I'm like, everything that y'all said this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm doing it, and it's not working. And it's just like, this is not my Saturday. But I persisted. I made it through. I got some shirts and a nice looking tie for church Sunday. I got to sing Sunday. So I got a nice little outfit. But then I seen that it's gonna rain tomorrow. I'm like, oh great. And everything. But I'm feeling very positive, feeling very good for the next, I should say, 2 weeks. Literally after Mother's Day, I do not know what's gonna happen. Because that on Mother's Day, I found out it's the 12th. I'm opening that day. My friend is closing. My manager gave all the moms that day the day off for people who work the floor and stuff. So it's gonna be a fun-filled day that day, and I gotta get ready and prepare for that. Figure out what to give my mom for Mother's Day.
Okay.
So yeah,
cool.
I did. I actually could just tell you, Corey, I love your comedy. You being sarcastic and everything. You have this shyness, sarcasticness, where it's just like, okay. And then you just there's just something about your presence that just makes me straight up laugh and crack up, and I love that.
Oh, that makes one of us.
You and your nopes. I'll be like, okay, this is a new one. I'm like, what you mean nope?
Nope.
And it's bad that I can hear your voice and the tone of it through text and everything. And it's just like, okay, I really haven't been hanging around Corey so much, and I miss it if I don't get it. You know.
What you miss when I don't make fun of you?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
sometimes. Uh,
okay then. No,
uh,
man, it's been a really busy week, but it's been I don't know, between work and just this and some other things that I've been doing, it's just I don't know, it's been hard
Overwhelming.
to find time to do anything else besides this. And so I don't know. I've been playing around with some things in my head because of your and my schedule specifically, especially coming up, right? Like we've been toying around with the idea of this is behind the scenes notes for anybody, especially patrons,
Hmm.
because they're the ones that pay to get this stuff early. Um, Treating expansion pass as almost like our version of book club, uh, where and not like a spoiler cast or whatever. I mean, maybe it is at one point, like have one, but like a once a month longer, like 2 or 3 hour discussion slash hangout slash sessions slash have like a doc with like topics on it that we can talk about, or just because Ed, your schedule is getting really crazy,
It's
and
ugh.
based on some things that are happening with me, my schedule is not going to allow me to stay up late to do this kind of stuff soon. uh and so I hate that it's this, but expansion pass is the one thing that like would have to change. um
Yeah.
And so, we've been toying around with the idea. Well, and by toying around, I mean, I mentioned it to you yesterday.
Yes.
And so I don't know, maybe we'll talk about that for the first couple minutes, because there's no news unless, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for news this week, guys. I'm going to level with everyone. Um, the news bits are not exciting this week. Family news is not exciting this week. So,
Yes. Well,
uh,
and to be clear with everybody, it's just like this week was the release of Stellar Blade for PS5. So a lot of focus is on that.
focus
And
is right, Ed, if you know what I mean.
oh wow.
I
Yes, I
wink,
do.
everybody.
uh and like some things with Xbox are coming out with the sale of their console Series X and some of their revenue and business and stuff. So it's kind of a mixed bag. For Switch, in the sense it's some more Switch 2 rumors. Um one of them is going to be magnetic Joy Cons. We might touch a little bit on about that. Um, yeah, but like it's very sparse for Nintendo news. And normally when Nintendo gets this quiet and everything, something big is going to happen in the future. We know they're not going to be at Gamescom. Uh and we were expecting something at least for Summer Games Fest or some kind of summer direct from Nintendo. Uh, but after like it really is quiet, and I think when Nintendo gets quiet, something big is going to happen for us to talk about. But right now, it's a lot of focus is on PlayStation and on Xbox, which is good, which is great because I think they need the exposure and they need the discussions
Hmm.
for them.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna be yeah, what Ed said. Uh,
Yeah, which I kind of have a. I mean, man, did you want to get into like Tendo and playing with power quickly, Corey? Because I kind of have a question for you.
sure.
Uh,
Yeah, let's get into it.
all right, um, and I know we got plugs and everything. Everybody, we're gonna
Yeah.
do that at. We're gonna do that at the end of the show.
Patreon, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Like,
Yeah.
share, rate, review, subscribe, bell,
Yes.
buy merch. I don't know.
Which I
There.
need to get some hoodies. I need to get my Pow Block
I know. I've
hoodies.
been thinking about getting another hoodie too, and I've also been playing around with a couple other designs. Ed, I think you're actually going to like one of them.
Ooh.
I'll tell you off air because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it yet or not. But
I know I need to get my Pride shirts. Um, some of the ones that you made that I haven't got it yet. I know I need to get some of those. And everything. But
yeah.
yeah, we'll talk after. So everybody, it's time for Snacktendo. Uh, and Corey, I got a Cinnabon today. It's so good. I was at the mall and I was going to get to this cheesecake place. I got a chicken teriyaki kind of cheesecake, not cheesecake. I'm sorry. Sandwich, I should say. Uh, and I passed it, and the Cinnabons was nice and fresh. So I got my food and I came back and I could still smell that freshness. I'm like, can I get one Cinnabon? And man, it's just Cinnabons are just so good. That and that frosting, just delish. It really is delish. Like it was the treat that me and my mom grew up in. Actually, me and my family we grew up in back in the 80s. There used to be a mall called for us called Lakers, um, and that's where Atlantis Castle, our arcade. That was our gyro spot. Me and my mom's gyro spot. Like so, Saturday she would get off of work and she'd be like, "Want to get gyros?" I'm sorry, everybody. We would go there um and get some gyros there, and it was just like you had the bomb fries when they was in that you can see the oil in the plastic and it was in that red little see-through basket and like it was good. And that's where I literally got Pepsi a lot. Pepsi with a gyro from that place was just the best, and the whole meal was like about $5.75. um but there was a Cinnabon place downstairs in the mall right by our Foot Locker. And we would just like get like two Cinnabons, one for moms and one for me or whoever. And man, it was just like the best. And ever since, if I see it, if I smell it, I'll go and well, not every time, but I'll go and get some. It's like the it's almost like Auntie Annie's in a sense. Where you get that pretzel and cheese. I normally get the cinnamon pretzels, everybody. And it's just like how when it's warm, it's nice and fresh and soft, and everything. And it's just like, man, that's how I feel like with the cinnamon place. With it. So yeah. Um, and then just had some Chipotle at work today. And Brady had a chance to eat that because I was getting called so much. But I was able to take time, eat, and work and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been snacking on. Nothing new just yet. And I haven't tried the Lay's fried pickles yet, everybody. I will try them sometime this week. And when I come back next week, I will uh have a opinion about those chips. But what about you, Corey?
Well, we had Passover dinner tonight at
Oh, nice.
and so that's what we kind of did. Um, it was brisket and chicken and potatoes and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I ate today. Um, but I haven't had anything super exciting,
Oh,
to be honest. It's been tomorrow night will be the night that might be exciting. So,
nice.
uh, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta try some of the new monsters um that we got, but it just haven't came. We just haven't had a spot to put it out yet. Because one of our freezers broke,
Mm,
and so it reduced half of our drinks to like one spot, so we had to just make some decisions that some of them are just gonna be warm until we get that freezer fixed,
Hmm,
and everything. So,
cool.
well, I should say our cooler, not a freezer. Freezer was our pizzas at, but our cooler went down and
Mm,
everything. So, yeah, and it
cool.
gets hot up in that mug. I'm like, ooh, good gravy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know. Yeah. It's I also had some cookies, but shh,
oh,
don't tell
nice.
anybody. Why do I feel so far away from my stuff? I
And
feel
your
really
mic.
far away. I feel really far away.
Uh,
I don't know. My camera position has changed. I need to do something about this setup here. It's a mess. I'm not enjoying it. Um I don't know. I feel like the last couple weeks on Pow Block I've been really like "Rrr,"
Alright. Well, last week was the screen, the monitor.
you know,
So
I don't know. I'm just anyways, but that's kind of what I've been snacking on. Nothing really too exciting and nothing yeah, nothing too exciting.
okay. Well, everybody, it's time for Play with Power. Great. What have you been playing? What have you been trying to play with Power? I should say.
Oh man, I have not a lot this week. I don't think I played anything this week. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't think I played anything this week.
Ah,
Not on purpose. That's just how it
like you,
happened.
like you said, you've been busy. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been busy, but also yeah, I don't think I played anything this week, to be honest. I wish I would have, but I don't have anything to talk about. I'm really boring this week. Oh my gosh, I feel like everybody's just hating on it on in this episode. They're just going to turn it off. It's okay. Um if you're going to skip one, this is the one to skip, I guess.
well, playing in the background, or if you're cleaning or driving and
Mm.
everything. Well, for me then, I played Curse of the Sea Rats. It's a Metroidvania again. I picked this one up a while back, and you're trying to save this captain's son that this witch has taken. Um, and you're doing certain quests. This one is in the style of Castlevania, not so much a Castle Toy, but um, you are able to do melee attacks, and you don't find the powers. You beat the boss, and you'll get a power. So it's kind of in that nature, um, and everything. So it's a okay game. The hit detections are kind of off. Um, you could like level up a little bit quicker, but also unlock most of your abilities that could help you. Not abilities like in double drop, but like stat abilities. Like to heal or make your attacks stronger. um and you get like two choices. You get stuff for your attack and then stuff for your defense. um but you can also switch to four other characters and level them up. So right now I'm using just one particular character because he's the strongest, and like once I get enough ability points, I'll go to another character, unlock their stuff, and then go to my big guy, main character, uh, and everything. Yeah, I mean it's an okay one. I know it was an indie game that was featured in I think Game Informer, at one point, and on YouTube, and I was just like, okay, that looks cool, and so it was on sale, so I picked it up. I'm like, okay, it's a Metroidvania. It's nothing like literally new or anything. Um, but I'm playing it on Series X, but it is available on Switch. I'm on the third half of Far Cry 3, so I'm getting close to the end. I just got to do some other missions and finish that game up, and I'll be done with it. Uh, I did my Sandland. I thought I had to go pick it up at Best Buy, but they actually ended up shipping it to me. So I have that right there, and I just got to install it and everything. Then I purchased Final Fantasy 9 because it was on sale on Xbox. Uh, so yeah, nothing just for Switch. I think I'm kind of done with after image, so I think I'm going to just delete that off my Switch. I
Mhm.
don't really care about for the rest of the endings. I could just watch all of those on YouTube.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I think I'm kind of done with that game. I'm finishing up the last case of Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice. Uh, I mean, I'm almost done with that, and then I'm going to start some of my backlog for Switch games. And uh, I'm gonna hook up my PlayStation 4 and start working on a lot of PlayStation 4 games that I have on that system that I just need to beat. Like I got most of the Yakuza series on there, so I think I'm just gonna wrap some of that stuff up. And then try to wrap up not Hellblade. I'm sorry, Horizon Forbidden West, because I am at a point of that game. I think I just need to just jump back in and finish it.
Mhm.
Um, because like once Hellblade 2 and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door drop, that's mostly what those two games I'm mostly gonna be playing to finish. And then once summer drop, uh go through my backlog, then be ready for Destiny 2, which I need to install sometime this week. Uh and just get back into the groove of that game for the final shape. Uh because like once again that trailer, oh goodness, it just looks so
Did you see
good.
the new one, the new trailer?
No, when did it drop?
Last week, Sony Brazil accidentally dropped it, and so they just put it out.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I know there was a trailer that you sent. That trailer that you sent me was the last one that I watched. Oh, I didn't know they had dropped a new one. Yeah,
Mhm.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in it and
It's
everything.
Nathan Fillion narrates the whole thing. It's almost 3 minutes long.
Ooh, okay.
It's really, it's really nice. It's cool. Um,
Oh, nice. So,
um,
yeah, that's kind of what I kind of been playing with Power. So, look, Corey, I want to ask you this question, and it's kind of a Nintendo question. So I sent this question into the console creatures. Their PlayStation um podcast. Shout out to Matt and Court. Shout out to them. And I asked them, is it because with Mario Maker 2 being successful, why 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 has it Big Little Planet Little Big Planet and Dreams being successful? And I was talking to and I asked them just like, is there a creating community for PlayStation? Because there should be one, but why isn't it? Why do they feel like they don't have one? Like I think with Nintendo, there is a creative
well,
community.
I mean, Dreams is overly complicated, and Little Big Planet is almost 15 years old at this point. So
Mhm.
that's why they don't have communities. So also, I don't hear anybody talking about Mario Maker 2 like ever. So I don't know if that has a large community either. It might have a dedicated community, but it's not
Mhm.
large. So
Well, I mean, I think it's just
I also think, sorry, just to keep
okay.
going real quick, like I think I think that game creation tools have become so easy to use at this point,
Hmm.
relatively speaking, that I think if you want to make your own games, like you're gonna go do that and try to sell it instead of just like messing around with tools that don't matter. You know what I mean? Like as cool as Dreams is, those tools don't matter in terms of like if you really want to be in game development. You know, Little
Yes.
Big Planet, like sure, maybe it'll teach you a little bit about level design, like Little Big Planet and Mario Maker might teach you a little bit about the general purpose of design or whatever, but it's not going to teach you the fundamentals of something like Unity or Unreal or,
Yeah.
you know, one of these other engines, right? So I just think I think there's so many tutorial videos out there. There's so many um there's so many great tools out there that are free to use until you start selling, right? Like Unreal, I'm pretty sure you can download the base package of Unreal for free. Pretty sure. And like you can just they have like there's YouTube tutorials, they have a whole tutorial section. Um it's just a lot easier to get into game development and trying to
Mhm.
do that sort of stuff and making something that functions. And I think the people who really want to do that are going to use those tools and not necessarily a game that lets you make games that you can't sell or monetize or send, right? I think the only game right now that does that is Fortnite, ironically enough, where you have the uh CGC program, the creator generated content program on PC, um that they allow them to sell levels, and they get a piece of they get a obviously they get a piece of that money because they're
Mhm.
using Unreal and Fortnite as their platform. But
Yeah.
uh I think the only games that really do that are Fortnite and I guess Roblox does that also, right? So
I
um
think so. Yeah.
and that's a totally different community out there that's you know
Well,
uh
it's I asked him that because I I think communities in video games, like you could see on PlayStation, um all the soul game communities. On Nintendo you could see the indie communities. On PC, you know, their community was modders, like modding games, and it's still a big community there. So it kind of just like, why haven't we seen those communities in other places? We when it comes to Xbox, at one point, definitely during the 360 era, it was a online community, but the online community was so heavily focused on first person shooters with that, and it got a bad reputation because of all the negativity that came from it, and then like stuff from like the doxing, the name calling, the bullying, and all of that. And so, Microsoft kind of got a bad rap for that because it really felt like stuff was being allowed, but not much damage, not much consequence was happening with that. And now you still see that in some way, but it's not connected to Microsoft. It's kind of connected to some fandom online, from all different games and stuff.
yeah
um so
yeah
I was just wondering, because I think with Nintendo there is a lot of great communities. Of course, Smash community, but the fighting game community, that play on everything. uh no, the first person shooter community. I think there's just so many communities that we know about, but like when it comes to the creating community, um there's just we don't recognize them. And the reason I say like with Mario Maker 2 level 2 being successful is because a lot of people who got those games were making levels and were displaying them and making that game, whether they're streaming it, showcasing or plugging in their code and stuff. It really felt like a great community to express people creativity, and that same thing wasn't happening with Dreams or with um Big Little Planet. And when I say Big Little Planet, I mean the
Little Big
series,
Planet.
everybody. Little Big Planet. Oh goodness, I mean the series as a whole. I think Dreams really did have potential, but it just felt like it wasn't getting pushed, and it probably was complicated. And look, all respect to Media Molecule. I really enjoyed them as developers. They really are creative, and they really are just adventurous in doing things. I think the thing about it is that they're too professional, and I don't know if they have the community in mind when using tools to make their games compared to what Nintendo and companies would do, where you could create a level or a dungeon and like a Link's Awakening and stuff like that. I wonder if there's a difference between that.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the whole thing now though, with Little Big Planet though, right, is that like they just took those servers offline and all those levels are gone. Everything from Little Big Planet 1 is gone. So, like Little Big Planet 1 and beyond is gone. Anything made in Little Big Planet 1, 2, 3, PSP or Vita is just gone.
Hmm.
Um which, I mean, those games are 20 years old at this point. Who's still really playing those levels, right? And people
Yeah,
who are making games are making games. They're not making levels in Little Big Planet, but it's still, I guess from a game preservation standpoint is sad.
yeah, and um, I think it's the customization sometimes in games. Uh,
Yeah, but there's so many games have customization, and people who
mhm,
want to, I mean, kids who want to customize stuff are going to go play Minecraft or Fortnite or, you know, there are 1,000 games where you create your own character for the game, right? It's just
yes.
it's not worth it, So I don't know. I think in today's world where game creation tools are like real game creation tools are really um easy to access and easy to use
Hmm.
for little to no entry fee. Um and the fact that you could probably turn around and possibly sell something. Now, is your game going to be good? I don't know, but you could sell something and make a little bit of money off of it. That's where I think Roblox is succeeding um, in a lot of ways. Uh, so that's my opinion, I guess, on that. I think I wish games were a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like at this point, games should just be games, and
Hmm.
like there should be. I mean, I think Fortnite is an incredible piece of technology, just so you can use Unreal and build games out of you know what I'm trying to say. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's words are hard right now. Also, I don't know why I'm looking over here when my camera's right there when I looked up to look at my camera. So, whoops on that as well. Man, I'm telling you, man, my from here up is fried, deep fried, and not the good way.
No.
So, but I mean, yeah, that's my opinion. I guess is that Little Big Planet. I mean, to be honest, I think there were probably better game making tools out there than Little Big Planet when Little Big Planet
Mhm.
launched. And they're definitely better playing platformers. But I think the draw was, I mean, Sackboy is a pretty cute character, right? And dressing your Sackboy or Sackgirl up as PlayStation characters or Final Fantasy characters was cute for 10 minutes or whatever. So, anyways, that's my rant, I guess.
Yeah. I just thought it was good to hear from them talk about it and like get their opinions about it.
Yeah,
if you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Deering, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.
Well, everybody, we do have some family news.
Yeah, we do. All right. Family news. I'm waiting for the setup, Ed.
Okay, and everybody, it's time for family news. Yes.
What are you,
Corey,
take
it away.
What are you doing, Ed? You're changing the show. What's going on? What's going on here? We didn't even talk about the main topic we were going to talk about before all this stuff anyway. Anyways, so last week we reported, well, we didn't report. We reported on a report that the missing posters in the Tomb Raider remasters were missing. Well, if you missed them, they are coming back. So Aspire said that they are going to, or they are patching them back into the games, and they were, quote, unintentionally removed or inadvertently removed. So who knows? Who knows? Aspire just likes to change their mind. They were a company I used to root for, man, and now they're just kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what just happened to them?
I don't know, man. They're owned by Embracer Group, first of all. So, which we'll get to that story in a minute, because that might be the most fascinating story that nobody cares about.
That one was just, it's wacky schmacky.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about the posters being back, Ed?
Well, I guess people can stop complaining about it and whining. I'm like, okay, you guys got a poster back. Who cares?
Yeah. I hope you have fun doing whatever you're doing with those polygonal models.
Yeah, for a game that's been out for 2 whole months. I'm like, really?
It's just like, come on, guys. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm people are strange, Ed. People are weird. People are strange. Let's see. What's the date today? Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, there was a news story coming out also that Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door will only run at 30 frames a second, Ed.
Oh, okay.
This is where we're at with news, everybody. This is where we're at.
I can honestly admit, I always thought that it ran at 30 frames per second. I like that, and well, Tales of Symphonia, I realized that, okay, yeah, it really is running on 60 frames on GameCube, because it did feel faster than seeing the Switch version and be like, oh,
yeah.
y'all didn't have the Nintendo code.
Well,
okay.
the Switch version is based off the PlayStation 3 remaster.
Well, all of them do 30.
I know, but I'm saying that
yeah,
the Switch version is based off of that version, not the GameCube version.
which is just I'm like, which is so confusing. Be like, how did y'all lose the GameCube code? Like, what the heck did y'all do?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's happening though. So oh geez, Ed, what is happening? What is happening? There's another news story, Ed. This one's probably exciting for you. It's exciting for someone. The NT Creates is giving us a gold archive collection for Nintendo Switch. This includes 3 of their pixel platformers, including Mighty Gunvolt Burst, and Puzz Mix. This is coming to Japan later this year. It seems that it is only confirmed for Japan right now for August,
Mhm.
but these games, I feel like people kind of want these games, so I wonder if we'll at least get a digital version over here of this. So it's cool though. I really liked Mighty Gun Volt Burst. I don't know if you played it or not, but I really liked it.
I think I did, but not for long. I have it on my Switch, but I think I probably just need to reload it up again, and give it a try.
Hmm. Oh man, great times, great times. Sorry, I need to refresh. Like I said, it was a busy week, so I didn't really have time to work on the doc, and so uh, what am I working on here? Okay, so the hold on, I messed up somewhere, Ed. Oh no, it's okay. Did you see the 5 minutes Paper Mario trailer?
Not yet.
Oh,
I didn't see the new one yet.
oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ed, the most important update that we're going to get this week is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is joining the next Disney Dreamlight expansion pass.
Oh, nice.
Very excited about this. Daisy Duck will also be stepping into Dreamlight Valley in the next
Ooh.
free content update. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, for those who don't know, was Walt Disney's very first successful cartoon that he did for NBC way back in like 1923. And then he did not get to keep the rights to that due to contractual issues. The rights did revert back to Disney a few, like, I don't know, probably like a decade ago at this point. Although
Yeah.
Oswald is in public domain now, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, there would be no Mickey Mouse without Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and it's very cute. I really like Oswald. If you played Disney's Epic Mickey, especially the Power of Two, uh, he Oswald was the second playable character in that game.
Yeah.
Oswald is also I don't want to say the villain in the first game because he's not really a villain. He's just the
Yeah, I was wondering, was he in the first game?
yeah, he's in the first. He's definitely in the first
Okay.
game. That's kind of like how he was brought back to prominence because yeah, Warren Spector is such a huge Disney history fanatic, and
And
he wanted
can
to
I?
include Oswald. And I think that's partially why they tried to get the rights back to Oswald, is so they could use him in the game.
Yeah.
Oddly
Well,
enough,
the thing about it is, I never knew about Oswald until Epic Mickey.
yeah,
Like,
Oswald's great.
like,
I have an Oswald sitting over there with my figments. I have a Steamboat Willie and an Oswald
huh?
sitting with my figments. Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
here for you video viewers. Keep talking, Ed.
I thought Mickey Mouse literally was the first character of Disney, and was like the main representation. So like when you see Mickey, you seen like, oh, okay, that's Disney right there. So it's kind of amazing that Oswald was actually the first mascot for Disney.
Well, he wasn't for Disney. Disney just worked on him. This was before the Disney Brothers animation studio really like started creating their own projects. They were doing stuff for other people. So,
Oh,
but this is
so
Oswald.
cause yeah, I was saying that I thought that he was like the first like mascot for Disney, um, like how Mickey Mouse is.
Nope. Anyways, Oswald's my buddy.
I do like the stitching on it.
Yeah, this was these were the what do you call it? These were like the remember the sock monkey material?
Yeah.
Kind of what he kind of feels like a giant sock monkey. Here, I'll sit. Oswald, you can sit here for the rest of the show.
Oh, yay!
Maybe.
It kind of reminds
Good
me
enough.
of Yoshi's Woody World.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he kind of feels like the Yarn Yoshi amiibo a little bit.
That big yarn Yoshi was so cool.
I know, they're worth a ton of money now. I wish I would have got one.
I got one for Larry.
Yeah.
and everything, because I was just like, nobody was buying it at toys, so I was just like, okay, let me snag this one, and then everybody started looking for them. But like the Yoshi, amiibo and everything was so cute. I love those. Um, Man, I go back and I still watch that E3, where they're presenting Yoshi's Woolly World. It's Woolly World, Craft World. It's one of them, and they showed like the Yoshi and stuff. I'm like, I want one so bad, and everything. Um, and then that's when everybody started doing like the epic yarn, uh, Kirby's and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Nintendo started doing like the wool crafted kind of material games, it always felt exclusive to Nintendo. Cause like the wool, the Crayola crayon drawn from Yoshi's Island, um, you know, uh Yoshi's Crafted World, where it's just different arts and craft and stuff. Um the clay one for Yoshi, for Kirby, um on Wii U. Just like, man, like Nintendo was taking arts and craft and making it into video games that were just amazing. Left and right.
Yeah.
Rainbow Curse, everybody. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty exciting for me. I haven't played I haven't played Disney Dreamlight Valley in quite a bit of time. But the next news on the next chapter of the game's paid expansion pass, A Rift in Time, will introduce Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and a new Monochrome Adventures pack on the 1st of May.
Oh, nice.
So that's exciting.
And that's a free update for everybody.
No, it's part of the paid expansion.
Oh.
Literally what I just said at the beginning of the sentence. Thanks for listening, Ed.
Well, I thought they said there was going to be some free updates.
I said Daisy was free.
Oh.
At the beginning. Very beginning. Edward doesn't listen to me, guys. He's basically I don't know, my wife.
Wait, what?
Doesn't listen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna stop right there. Anyways, moving on. The Embracer Group, Ed, tell me where you've heard this. The Embracer Group has embraced itself. It is splitting into 3 different companies. It's actually going, like, the Embracer Group name is going away. Let's see, where is the quote here? I forget what the quote was exactly. Okay, so they're splitting the Embracer Group into 3 companies because the Embracer Group spells out negative energy or something that he said. Let's see, he says the CEO of the Embracer Group, Lars Wingefors, told GameIndustry.biz, these name changes are strategic decisions aimed at allowing each new entity to develop its own unique brand identity, tailored to its specific business focus and maximize its potential in the market. So he also, so the 3 names of the companies are Asmodee Group, Coffee Stain and Friends, and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends. For the latter 2, these are only temporary names with official titles to be revealed later. So yeah, it's they're basically kind of putting, they're sectioning off the company, like all the developers that work on these types of games are here, these developers are over here, and these developers are over here, and then the Embracer Group is kind of going away. In name only, the group still exists. I think they're changing the name of the parent company as well. So yeah, it's a big hot mess because they've already shut down studios, sold studios, laid off people, a ton of people. So I'm imagining there are going to be a lot more layoffs during this restructure as well. It's a mess. It's a mess, Ed. It
Yeah,
is a large mess.
I was like Coffee and Friends. The heck?
Coffee Stain is one of their
Coffee
studios that they
Stain.
own, and they are one of their more successful studios, which is why they're going with that brand name.
I'm assuming that's like mobile.
No, it's double A. Let's see, Coffee Stain Studios. Let's see, what have they made? Oh, they did a Goat Simulator, uh, Satisfactory,
Okay.
Midnight Ghost Hunt. So their games are pretty. People like their games, it seems. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Also, you can't get to their website because it looks like it says service unavailable.
Oop.
Okay. I was gonna look at all the games that they worked on, but I guess I cannot do that.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's just a wacky, weird thing. I'm like, okay, so you split it into three. Why? Like I could honestly say that Saints Row, like that remake, I think that was the last game that I played from Embracer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what else they ever put out. Everything else that came out from them has been negative news stories
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So I'm like, are y'all releasing games? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean they're still gonna release um games. They're just restructuring, and these studios are gonna kind of pivot into new verticals. So, which is I think what they kind of tried to do before, and then they messed up. So they're trying again, right? Because it was like Deep Silver was going to be one, THQ Nordic was one.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one that they tried to do? And then like they acquired Gearbox, which was kind of its own thing, and they had Gearbox Publishing, which was doing their own thing. And obviously now Gearbox is owned by 2K, and Gearbox Publishing is gone, so that whole side of the arm was laid off. Yeah, it's a mess over there, but they're still supposedly putting out games. I really need just 4 of their studios to be sold to someone else. Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, what was the studio? The Airship Syndicate, which is one of the Darksiders studios, and then the studio that did Darksiders 3 and Remnant.
Gunfire Game.
Gunfire Games, yes. I knew it was something like that. I almost I don't even know what I was gonna say. But yeah, those 4 studios are like now their crown jewels, I feel like, and they either need to they need to do something. I mean, I feel like Crystal Dynamics and Eidos are just going to be moved at some point, and I really feel like I know Microsoft is kind of getting some heat from buying all these studios, but I really feel like they're the best fit, especially because Crystal Dynamics is essentially developing Perfect Dark for them now.
Yeah.
Because the initiative, I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with the Xbox stuff. The initiative has kind of switched gears from being a quadruple A studio to more of a IP facilitating studio with like it's like a support studio for the teams that they kind of contract out to develop games for. And Perfect Dark is, Crystal Dynamics is the lead studio on Perfect Dark now, as far as I
When
can
did they announce
see.
this?
Well, they haven't announced it yet, but from all the things I've been reading,
Okay.
and then so they're working on the next Tomb Raider game and Perfect Dark. Eidos Montreal is working on Fable and whatever their next thing is, which is not Deus Ex.
So Eidos and Playground are making
Fable.
Fable.
I just said that, Ed. I literally just said it.
No, only reason why because I thought Playground was just making Fable. I thought Idols had nothing to do with it.
No, they're being support and offering their expertise on third person action.
Okay, see, that's new information to me because,
I mean, this was announced like 3 years ago. So,
but I think all the trailers that I've seen from the game has just been Playground.
well, that's because they're the lead studio.
Okay, yeah, because it's just
Looking it
weird
up.
that Idols would have, it's just weird that Idols would have a hand in
Yeah.
it.
Let's see. This was reported in 2022. So, um yeah. So they've been working on it since then as Playground has been hiring up.
Hmm.
So,
So Idols, Idols and Playground doing Fable. Crystal Dynamics is doing Perfect Dark, and then the initiative is going to be helping other companies like and stuff.
mhm.
So weird, just a weird change. I should say.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I think I don't know. I think Embracer Group is a terrible company. And they just need to get their um they need to get it together. If this was a
I
different show, I'd be using different words, but
I actually wonder, out of Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, who has been the most successful from their acquisitions? Acquisitions.
I mean, Microsoft hasn't put any of those games out yet, so who knows? um, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I don't really care either way. I just
Cause like,
want to play games that I don't
cause
have
like
time for.
Jay Raymond's game still not out or mentioned. I'm like,
What do you
okay,
mean?
what's
Fair
this?
Games was announced last summer.
I said there none of her games are out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it takes longer than a year and a half to make a game. The studio's only been open for less than 2 years, maybe 2 years.
It's just I just thought they would have something.
After
Um,
2 years,
I mean something like I guess like a trailer or some kind of play or something from when they were formed or and they announced the game.
I mean, we know that Concord is coming out first, so which is their other game as a service.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I I mean, the only thing is that they might have brought that project over from Stadia. Maybe Sony bought that off of because that was, she was at Stadia or Google
Yeah.
for a while. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care about fair games. Yeah.
All right.
Uh, but yeah, the last thing we're going to talk about here, Ed, is the Switch 2 has seemingly been felt but not seen. uh, a lot of some studios are claiming that the Joy-Cons are magnetic. The Switch 2 will not support the existing ones, which is probably fine. You should probably just throw yours away now because it's going to get Joy-Con drift. By the way, Ed, finally got Joy-Con drift on my launch blues.
Oh
So
no.
they are being retired, we'll say.
Ah.
And I'm very upset, but it's okay. It's fine. Let's see what else is I'm trying to find what the news actually said. But they did say Nintendo's successor to the Switch will allegedly support the Pro controllers. So I imagine they'll get new versions of the Pro controllers, hopefully with a headphone jack. But I think it's great that they are allowing people to use the old ones, because those things were expensive, and if you are just buying one, then you know, I think that's cool. I think it's awesome. Long-running Spanish video games website Vandal claims to have received information that the console from the source's peripherals manufacturers. According to the site, Switch 2's Joy-Con controllers will attach to the console magnetically. As current Joy-Cons connect to the Switch via a rail system, it's unclear if they'll be supported. The existing Nintendo Switch controller, Pro controller, will work with Switch 2, it's claimed. It's worth noting that prior to the Switch's OLED model reveal in 2021, Vandal accurately reported some of the console's features, such as the inclusion of a new stand and Ethernet port. VGC reported in February that Nintendo had internally delayed the launch of the next console to 2025. One publishing source suggested the delay was so that they could prepare a stronger first-party software lineup for the console, while the others have claimed the move was made to avoid potential hardware supply issues. Two sources also suggest the console could launch with an LCD screen, which will bring down costs, which is fine. I actually played my LCD Switch the other day for the first time in a long time, just to, I don't know, I've been playing. I'm going to probably put it away soon because my kids show no interest in playing it. I was going to let them play it, but they have no interest at this point. So I think I'm just going to put it away in the box, but it still works perfectly fine. It still looks great. My only issue with the LCD is the bezel at the top, with, you know, how it has that 1/4 inch kind of black bar around the entire screen. And like, that's the thing I like the most about the OLED. I mean, the screen is definitely very nice, right?
Oh, yes.
And the colors do pop. But the best thing about it is that the screen goes all the way to the edge of the console.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's not like it's like going back to the Game Boy or the DS or something, where the screen is like just this tiny square in the middle of this large machine.
Exactly.
Oh man. So
we actually do have a question for the story. This is from Fine Time at Fine Time Podcast. Go check them out. Very great guys, very funny. They ask, how do you feel about the rumors of magnetically attached Joy-Cons for Switch 2? And I think this is awesome if that happens. And go ahead, Corey.
Go. I didn't say a word.
You
I know, and I didn't say a word though. I was not going to interrupt you.
Oh,
and then you interrupted yourself. So here we are.
I was gonna let you go.
Here we are.
Okay, so and the reason why I say that is because I'm just like, oh, Nintendo got back their innovation. I'm like, what are you guys gonna do that possibility is gonna work? Definitely, this is cutting costs down from jacking up the Joy-Cons and on the Switch itself. You know, like sometimes when you drop it, if you drop your Switch or something like on a hard floor, the Joy-Con attachment place like messes up and stuff. So I think they're trying to avoid that, and I think if you could just like do easy access to take them off and easy access to put them on, that would be very great. You know, for people, definitely if they could fix the Joy-Con drift and that stuff. It really will be interesting to see on how all of that go about. I think they're just trying to be ahead of the curve, because the thing about it is, you know, if they are going still for this handheld dock hybrid style of gaming for Switch 2, then they're going to be separated from Steam, the Steam Deck, and the ROG Ally, and all of these PC style handheld games, devices. Like, they're not Nintendo. I feel like it's going to be jumping ahead of them, and none of them will be able to capture what they're doing or surpass them what they're doing. You know, if all of that works. Uh, so I just think it's awesome if Nintendo could get it working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think I actually think the magnets are cool. I know one of the new machines, that handheld PCs have magnetic controllers. I think I don't remember if it's the MSI Claw or the Lenovo Legion Go, but one of them has magnetic controllers, and like
Mhm.
they're really nice, right? I mean, they um there won't be that all will also probably help with some sort of natural connection issue and not a Bluetooth style connection issue,
Yeah.
or not issue, I should say, but like a, just a natural connection instead of the Bluetooth connection. Because that'll just, yeah. Uh, I hope. I think that they're probably doing new controllers also. Because the screen is reportedly an inch larger, which means this console is probably about, three, 2/3 of an inch taller, and
Yeah.
so the Joy Cons just are not form factored to the way the console will look, and um, they want it to look nice. They don't want it to just look like somebody put something crude together. Because I mean, the Switch is a amazing looking device, um,
Yes.
and I think Nintendo wants to keep that going. Uh, and I think they are probably redesigning the whatever their versions of the Joy Cons are anyway, because of they know Joy-Con drift is a problem, even though they've won several lawsuits that say they aren't. I think they still know that it is,
Yeah.
and redesigning those will help eliminate that problem as well going forward.
And
Hopefully.
I think one of my questions is just like, how will this charge the Joy Cons? Like this magnetic kind of attachment.
No,
How is that
I
going to
mean it's
charge?
going to be the same way that people charge their phones on the magnet devices. It's just that technology, the smartphone charger, the smartwatch chargers.
Hmm.
Um, my stuff at work charges on magnets. It's just a it's just a cheaper way to charge things, actually.
So, so you think that's going to be in the system?
Also, like,
Uh,
well, also no, also if you like, I mean, if the battery is charged in the console, it'll charge the controllers. It's going to work the same way it works now. If your console's in the
yeah.
wall will charge your Joy
That
Cons.
that's
But
that's that's what I was thinking
yeah,
of, because I'm like, because if it's magnet, I'm just thinking that there's nothing attached to the system, like how the Joy Cons are. When it snaps, it kind of like locks in and it charges. So I don't know if that was going to be the same thing with the magnetic Joy Cons
mhm,
or anything.
yeah,
Because if it locks in and be like, okay, it recognizes that we're locked in through the magnet field. We could just start charging that way.
hmm,
So you can still game the way that you want to game.
hmm, yeah. So that's it. I think it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see what this device looks like. I imagine it'll look relatively similar, um, just more powerful and better. Maybe it runs better. Maybe the battery lasts longer. Um, but I am quite excited. So,
I wonder if Nintendo has NDAs out for their next console
wow,
coming
Ed,
out.
did you come up with that all by yourself?
What?
Of course they do.
Well,
What are you
no,
saying?
no. The reason why I wonder if they like start to have them now, so they can shoot the commercials and stuff. Um,
Wow, Ed.
so that when they get ready to announce it or drop a trailer of it, people would know. Um, people could be like, okay, they must have shot this around this time, so that's why they releasing it during Gamescom, even though they're not gonna be there and stuff. You know. And everything. Like I said, being secretive and stuff, because we don't know when those actors for the original Switch signed their NDAs and shot that commercial. Like it wasn't done in a weekend. I know that much, or something. So I just wonder if I wonder if they started to like sign them so they could get ready to shoot like commercials for it, like this month. What does that look for in the silence?
Anyways, but yeah, Switch 2 soon. I don't have anything to say about that, Ed.
What?
You just say things sometimes that are head scratchers.
What is a head scratcher? I just was wondering if they started to sign a contracts.
Of course they did.
But I'm saying
it's less than a year away, allegedly.
Okay. I'm just I was just seeing if they just signed it now so they can start shooting their commercials. Because Nintendo gonna really have to be secret about it, so people won't be like, "Oh, I see Nintendo shooting commercials for the new console."
You make my head hurt.
My friendship is an aspirin.
It's not enough. All right, Ed. There's 2 games coming out this week. One is Braid, the anniversary edition, which is coming out on April 30th. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Hold on, I got to reopen the doc because I went to the story and I forgot to do that. So Braid Anniversary is coming out on 4/30. The classic indie platformer returns with updated audio, video, visuals, and all new puzzles. Guide Tim on a quest to rescue a princess where enemies can be defeated by jumping onto their heads, and puzzling platforming challenges await. So, yeah, I don't know. Are you excited for Braid?
It's the first time on a Nintendo console, so actually not really.
Yeah, I'm not excited for it either. I don't really care.
I'm sorry, Peter Monolith. It's just kind of over.
Well, that's not his game, so it doesn't matter.
What? Peter Monolith did Braid.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He did Fable.
No, Peter Monolith did Braid too.
No, he didn't.
I thought he did Fable.
No.
I mean, to goodness gracious.
No.
Who did Braid?
Jonathan Blow did Braid.
Oh, I thought it was Peter Monolith.
No.
What did he do?
Man,
no, Ed, he did that.
This episode's going to be called Ed is Wrong.
I feel what the picture, the thing, picture thing gonna look like.
Jeez, Ed. Ed, are you okay? Are you feeling okay?
Okay. I thought Peter Monolith did Braid.
No. Was that enough of a huff and puff for you?
Yes.
Let's see. The other game coming out this week is the new Endless Ocean game. Endless Ocean Luminous is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Endless Ocean Luminous sees the player exploring an unexplored ocean known as the Veiled Sea. The region contains over 500 species, both new and returning, several of which are thought to be long extinct or mythical. So that is coming to Nintendo Switch on May 2nd. So
and Nintendo's publishing this, right?
I don't know. I didn't get that far. I just went on the website to see. So okay. Let's see. What else? There was something else coming, I think. MotoGP 24. It's a motocross game. That's why I didn't write it down. So yeah. That's exciting. New games for Switch. Endless Ocean's probably obviously the one that they're pushing, I think, is theirs. So
yeah.
yeah. I still need to get another Code Recollection. And I just haven't gotten it yet.
Yep, beat both of those games, and it's in the case.
Yeah. So, but Ed, that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right. And well, I do have questions for a question block.
You do?
Corey.
Did you ask for questions?
Yes, I did.
Wow. 1 in a row, everybody. All right, hit some questions. You didn't put them in the doc, Ed, so good job.
Okay.
So I can prepare for them.
Okay. I'm gonna let that be what it needs to be. This is from Kevin Heaven off of Twitter at Kevin. Kevin Flevin. I'm sorry. Kevin Flevin at Kevin Flevin89 on Twitter asks, if you were put in charge of a marketing campaign for modern day Nintendo, something like "Who are you?" or "Play it loud," what would you do with it in terms of style, aesthetic, and format?
What would I do for a marketing campaign for Nintendo?
Yeah.
For their new console? Is that what the question was?
I just for any Nintendo. Just modern day Nintendo.
So I actually have a really cool idea for this. I think you could do like a very cool nostalgia trip with someone, but it would have to be a very specific person, like somebody who's been there since the very beginning. Like maybe they get like an NES for Christmas, and there's like home video of them opening the NES for Christmas, or a birthday or a holiday or something, and then you use that same person for every Nintendo console, and then you like maybe like maybe use whatever Nintendo's next console is, this person takes their kid in, or for a birthday present gets their kid the new console, and it would be like a weird nostalgia play on generations, play on tradition, play on the characters. Like I think that would be a really, really cool idea. Make it like a really emotional, exciting commercial. It's almost like that weird Japanese 3DS commercial or Switch commercial where the guy was really nostalgic for the 3DS, that retro console, the 3DS.
Yeah.
But like take it the step further with the NES, maybe. I think that would be really cool. I don't know. I guess that person would probably be old enough to have grandkids at this point. In some specific cases, but I don't know. I think that's what I would want to see. I don't know. I'm very like nostalgic recently. There's just a lot going on, and things like old consoles and old stuff and things that I like are comforting, I guess. So, but that's what I think I would want to see.
So I think I would want to bring the music commercials back to Switch. Like the Zelda rap for Link's Awakening. Or well, not so much DK rap, even though that's in the game and stuff. But kind of just like bring that like when the new game and stuff come out or something, there's like some kind of minute or 2 minute video of maybe an unknown or a YouTube singer, or if they could get someone who's like promoting a tour, or just something like bring back those music commercials where people are just singing about the game and stuff, kind of how like Katy Perry did Pokemon and things like that, but just like make it a 2-minute song.
Beyonce, bring Beyonce back.
Yeah,
they've been doing those though. I mean, like the celebrity commercials, like Christina Aguilera did a Switch one. Jessica Alba did a Switch one.
Yeah. But I mean, like singing a song is something. Like I said, like the Zelda rap and everything.
Nobody wants to hear that.
But I just like I think I would kind of bring that back, because I think some of the '90s stuff, some of the '90s retro stuff could come back, and then uh have some kind of like not such a logo but a catchphrase, like switch up your style of play with Nintendo Switch, or something like that, or switch it up or something like that. um you know, but I think that's what I kind of would do, um in things, or just like bring that over the top family comedy where the kids, like the mom and dad was just like super suburban, but the kids was just like neighborhood punk and cool and stuff, and like introduce games that way, like just bring that kind of style back. Uh-oh, you see something.
I did. I just sorry, I got a really funny text message from David.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. So
I'm not gonna air that out on this show, but it's funny. I kind of feel really bad though.
I have a question from Christian S. And
Ooh,
he asks,
a Patreon producer, Christian.
yes. And check out his podcast, Franchise Festival.
Yeah, we got to get him back on something.
Yes.
He was so great on the Resident Evil book club, and Anyways, sorry.
Yes.
Continue. Hi, Christian. Hello.
Yes. So Christian asks, I'm probably been overly influenced by the GIF of Super Mario Bros. 2, the 4 enemies running. But he asks, well, what's your favorite Mario spin-off game or series?
Mario Kart 8. Sorry, is that too obvious?
Mario Kart Double Dash for me, definitely as a game.
Double Dash isn't good, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you.
We will always differ on that, but Double Dash is my game. I feel like that's better than 8. I love 8. Don't get me wrong, but I play Double Dash like religiously, like every day.
It's okay to be wrong.
And the favorite Mario series, definitely I would have to go with the 3D games. Like Mario 64, Super Mario 3D World and Land, Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine. And don't get me wrong, I love the 2D, like Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Like it's one of my favorites. Super Mario Bros. 2. The Lost Levels is a great game. Challenging, difficult, but a great game. Super Mario Bros. 3, of course. It's just like that's a highlight. Like, like I love the 2D games, but I think as a series, I just think the 3D games are great to me. And don't get me wrong, if I had to do a number 2, Paper Mario would be my second favorite spin-offs, because those games are funny in the writing.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess if I'm going to, I really like Luigi's Mansion a lot. I think Mario Golf Toadstool Tour for GameCube was very good. So I really like the Mario and Luigi games too. There's a lot of great Mario spin-offs that we don't get enough of. So yeah.
And that's pretty much all that I have for Question Block.
Oh man, we did it. We did the thing.
Yes.
So yeah, we did it.
Yes. Corey, do you have any final words for the show?
I do not. I I just you know, I don't know. I need some I'm excited to have some time off of podcasting. It's been a crazy week, man. I gotta tell you, it's been a it's been a long week. So it's cool though. I made it through the episode, sort of.
Well, for me, everybody, next episode we will be having a guest, hopefully. And I'm super excited. This is kind of his debut as a guest on our show. He's they're a special person that I met at PAX, or Corey and I met at PAX, and they seem cool as ever, and I'm so excited to meet them.
They are cool. Very
Yes.
excited. Makes me happy.
So yes, and we're still going to try to work and get Andre on. Happy birthday to Andre, because he just celebrated his 31st birthday.
No, he didn't.
So
Canadians don't have birthdays.
Oh no. So happy birthday to you, Andre. If you hear this episode, just proud of you, man. Keep going.
Andre's doing some cool things on YouTube. I don't know if you've been watching.
Yeah. But with that, everybody, have a great week, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Bye. If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Keel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.